So let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a boy here in the yeshiva that he said, guys, you got it all wrong. That's not what Hashem wants from us, to sit in the Bet Midrash and to learn Torah all day. We need to live the Torah. We need to live according to the Torah. We need to live like Avraham Avinu. We need to go out of the Bet Midrash, to go to a farm, to have like our own sheep, to milk them, to make cheese from the goat milk, and to grow our own vegetables, and that's what we need to eat, and so on. And he decided he's going to go for it, even though he was by himself. Other people didn't want to join, but he went ahead, and he went and he bought himself like 3 sheep or goats, whatever it was. And after a few months, he came back to the yeshiva, and he said, okay, now I understand why we're not growing goats. All day long I'm running after those goats. I don't have any time to learn anything. And that's a true story, real story. There's someone that was here years ago. Another story from the Gemara now is about I don't remember his name. He was a high priest. He was a Kohen Gadol. That he was standing on the temple and he was looking on Am Yisrael that came. They did like Aliyah L'Regel. It came for the holidays. And he was looking on them and he said, Baruch Hashem, thank you Hashem for creating all of those people to serve me. And it's kind of a strange statement. Like, what do you mean? Like, it sounds like someone that have a lot of pride. Yeah. Like, those people are there to serve you. Yeah. Like, who are you that you're better than them? Right. So I don't remember if it was himself that he was explaining himself, or there was someone else, like different rabbi, that was explaining it, that said that, like, the fact that there is someone that is like growing, for example, wheat, and there is someone else that is taking the dry, like, wheat barleys and grinding them to flour, and then someone else that is taking the flour and making that into bread. So that makes it that I can go to the market and buy bread and eat it, and I don't need to grow fields now of wheat now, and to take care of the field and everything. I can eat my bread and learn. And if I wouldn't have those people that are doing all what they're doing, so I wouldn't have a choice. All day long I will have to like run around and work to get, in the end of the day, a piece of bread to eat. Yeah. And okay, if somebody feels that that's what he needs to do, there is people that their ambition is to eat the bread that they actually planted the wheat of that bread, and that's a kind of a dedicating your life to the bread. Is that what you want to dedicate your life for? Or it can be the goats in the other story, the same thing. And so on, the same thing about the clothing that we wear. If you have to like manufacture the clothing that you wear, to grow the cotton, and to get until you have something to wear, so it would have been like so much work, you wouldn't have time for anything else, right? So the fact that we have like people that are growing the wheat and growing the cotton and growing the sheep and so on and so forth, all of those like different people. So it's not that they are there to serve me, but in a way, practically, for me, I want now to be able to sit and learn Torah. I wouldn't be able to sit and learn Torah if I had to deal with all of those other things. So in a way, it's there to serve me. That I will be able to fulfill my function, that I will be able to fulfill my purpose, I need to have all of that support. I need to have all of those people that each one of them is fulfilling his purpose. And obviously, they're also getting benefit from me when I'm fulfilling my purpose. Yeah, it's not that it's like one direction kind of relationship. Everybody are gaining when each one is doing his portion. And obviously, it's always a big question of like, so what is it that I need to focus on? There's no one answer for that. It's hard to say for each person, but definitely, whenever a person is finding himself in a situation that is able to learn Torah, so to learn Torah will be a good choice, because that's the purpose of the whole creation. So if you have the merit of being there and getting the benefit of all of those people in the world that are doing so many other things, that you will be able to fulfill that function, which is the purpose of the creation to begin with. So, that's the best position that you can have. Now, let's say somebody says, look, for me, I don't feel like settled in my mind, in my heart, in my different parts of my being to be able to really sit and learn Torah. And I feel that if I will do all kinds of other activities, it can be anything, playing music or dancing or doing exercise or fitness or growing goats and running after them, whatever it is. If I don't do like something else like that, so then I cannot really learn Torah. So for me, it's worth it to spend, let's say, 10 hours a day running after the goats, but then in the end of the day, when I feel satisfied from running after the goats, so then I can have like a good hour or two of learning Torah, and that will be, the peak of my day when I'm probably exhausted after running all day long. So, okay, that's fine. If that's what a person needs to be able to sit and learn, he needs to have certain things, in his life. So it's all there that we will be able to fulfill our purpose again, right? So whatever it is that you need to do to be able to fulfill your purpose, so that's what you need to do. So if you feel that Hashem is leading you to go to do different things, so fine, Baruch Hashem, it's good. But you need to know that everything have its price. So whenever you're doing that, you're not really able to do other things. So you have to consider that, B'ezrat Hashem. And Hashem will help all of us to consider and to make up to right decisions of how we're living our life and what is our purpose, what is our focus of our life, B'ezrat Hashem. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen v'Amen.